Hey guys, 4x4 Off-Road Devil. Should probably change that to 6x6 Off-Road Devil. I only have one 4x4 truck now. My crawler and semi are both 6x6. But anyway, nevertheless, just wanted to give you guys a short video. Well, it might end up long, but oh well. I think you might like it. This is my semi, as you guys all know, and it is 6x6. If you look under there, there is a drive line going to a Tamiya TLT01 axle for the front. And then both of these axles are driven, as you guys all know. One thing I haven't shown you guys about this truck, though. Take the trailer off real quick. I gotta sit you down, sorry. Alright. Pull this truck out so we can see it. Maybe I'll flip this thing over. Whoops. That didn't sound good. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys the transmission I put in this. I've been having a lot of problems with the driveline, finding drive lines that would fit. Because I did what Judd Phillips on JRPRC. I did what he did and just added a piece to the front, this bottom shaft on the front of the original transmission. And I had a lot of problems with the drive lines binding up that I bought for it, and it kept spitting them out. So what I did was I bought some MIPs. Yeah, I know that's a little loose, but it's holding together. This thing doesn't have enough power to twist these, but that's okay. I've torn them apart multiple times and greased them, and I do it almost every other time I run it, just to make sure that thing is plenty lubricated and I clean the joints out and whatnot. This one's fine, but that one's really extended out. But what I did was I bought the Tamiya F350 high lift transmission, because it already has this transfer case built on the back of it. Now, if you look up in there, I had to build a spur gear and stuff for the motor and whatnot, because it didn't come with it for some dang reason. I bought it used. Stupid mistake. I didn't want to pay the $130 for a brand new one, so I just paid $60 for a used one. But I ended up having to steal the old spur gear off of my old SCX-10 transmission that I wasn't using, and I rigged that up. And it's actually geared just about perfect. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. If I felt like taking the cab off, I'd show you how I mounted it, but I'll try and explain it. You guys all know on these kits, those that have built one, the front shock hoops. No, I don't run shocks on my front because there's not really much weight on the front, and it gets better flex anyway. And then I took these front shock hoops, and you might be able to see it right there, and that's mounted to one of the holes on the, I think it's the top hole. I just set the transmission on the frame, and then the hole for the top of the shock lined up perfectly with the one hole on the back of the transmission. I did that on both sides, and then you can't quite see it, can you? Dang. But anyway, right there on the front half of the transmission, I just used a couple servo horns. On those, I think they're, 30 millimeters long. One of the stock axial, I think they're stock axial SCX-10 out of my Dingo kit. Had a couple extras I just stuck in there and bolted to the frame, and I screwed it into the transmission. It's worked fine. It's nice and solid, nothing. But that's enough with the truck. I wanted to show you the trailer though. Go back. You might be wondering why the fender flare's gone, and you might have noticed this extra axle. Yes, but let's see if I accidentally wait a minute, it's not touching. Wait, what? Maybe. Looks like there's a chain and some sort of a motor or something in there. Let's hook this trailer up to the truck and see what that's for. Maybe that's what this servo lead is for too. Plug that into that port right there, and I'll try and set you guys up so you can see what's going on. Maybe. Okay. Now I'll grab my here radio. Turn the truck on. Okay. Now, see. Okay, that one's my shifting. That's the forward and back. That's my steering. That's just an auxiliary. But maybe if we, I don't know, turn that. Oh, I like it. You liking that? Yeah, about that. I made myself a drop axle. Just stumbled upon the idea and put it to the test, and it worked. And lots of people like it. Posted it on Facebook. If you guys haven't already seen it. Yeah. It's on JRPRC. Or, let's see, it's JRPRC Garage, I think is the name of the group on Facebook. Get on there and check it out. Lots of great stuff, lots of great guys, lots of great people posting awesome things about their rigs. And another good one is Tamiya RC trucks and trailers and stuff like that. Just search around. You'll find a lot of good groups on there. But you guys may be wondering what I'm using to lift the axle, and I will show you real quick. I know this is already a 7-minute video, but that's alright. Oh gosh. This thing is way too heavy, guys. That's why I added another axle to it. There's just this focus. Anyway, that bolt that hooks your axle together, I just put a piece of number 16 jack chain on it. Why is this thing being so tard rated? Not focusing. There it goes. Then the chains, the tie-down chains that come with the Tamiya flatbed trailer, I just cut I cut a chunk of that, and that hooks to that chain. Then I just used one of these Vex Robotics drive motors. I just used one of those, and you have to get some of the square shaft that go in there, and then I have one of those bushing stopper things, and then I just wrapped the chain around the shaft and then opened the link and hooked it to itself tight enough that once the motor spins the shaft, it'll pull the chain. But if I accidentally don't shut the motor off all the way and it keeps spinning, it's got enough slack in it that the shaft can barely spin inside the chain. So it acts like a slipper clutch, or what would you call that? I don't know. That's what I'm going to call it. You guys get the idea, I hope. But yeah, that's all it is. Maybe I can plug in the trailer real quick without it being hooked up. I have to watch what I'm doing, not on the phone. And I'll turn the truck back on. Okay. Usually doesn't spin, it just stops the motor and it'll just whine at you. But yeah, that's all it is. And then to build the third axle, all I did was took this triangle plate, like what you find in this. Then I just took all 4 of those retainer arms and put on top and bottom on this outside hole and this middle hole, like what you'd find right here. And you put bolt those there, and then top and bottom of the axle, and then you just mount your shock. And it's actually really simple, but yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. Give you guys a cool update on what I did to my tanker trailer. I've got the pipe sitting over on my shelf. I'll guys walk you over. I don't want to show you guys the shop. This is my shelf. That truck's my dad's, but there's my dump trailer. It's my stereo system. That's my ICX-10 6x6 monster. That's my flatbed trailer that I built for my ICX-10. My Tonka cab for the ICX-10. But, yeah. But this piece of pipe, it's 4-inch PVC. I've already got the tubing and everything ran for it. I just need to get some caps or plugs and then get a pump ordered. Then my tanker can haul water. Or whatever I want to put in it. Maybe I'll fill it with soda pop. Hey, I'm just kidding. And then I've even got a little T-valve that hooks, just the handle hooks into the ladder. And then each side of these I drilled the holes in the plastic things for the tubes, and that's where the fill and empty tube runs in. But alright, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. It's an 11.5-minute video, so, and I've got to go find myself and stuff my face with food, because, you know, I'm a pig. Not really, I don't eat very much, but nevertheless, this is a truck video, not my live video, but this is my obsession. This is what I screw around with when I'm not working on my Dodge pickup truck. One of these days I'll do a video of that old girl and I'll show you. But alright, my battery's gonna die. I just keep getting warnings. So alright, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Yeah, I'm gonna get this uploaded.